Hello, good morning children. Welcome back to our science class. In last video, we started our lesson number 7, our body. I hope you all children read the lesson and you also watched the video number 1st and 2nd. If you don't watch the videos, first of all you see these videos because without seeing you can't understand the lesson. And also reading is also important. So children, today I continue this lesson. Before starting the video number 3, I recapitulate the video number 2. So first of all, listen. In last video, we discussed about the third and fourth organ system. The third organ system, it is the respiratory system. Here we discussed first of all respiration. Respiration means what? Intake and outgo of air through our nose or respiratory organs. It is called as a respiration. In respiration, nose, windpipe, lungs and diaphragm, these are the respiratory organs. After that we learned about the functions of respiratory system. So the function, there is a gas exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Then it also very important for sense of smell. Then the next function, it can produce the sound production. And it also protect from dust and microbes. So these are the functions of respiratory system. After that we discussed some healthy breathing habits. First one is we should compulsory or always breathe through our nose, not through our mouth. Don't cover the face while sleeping. Always keep the windows of your houses and classroom open for fresh air to come in. The next one, always wear comfortable and not tight-fitting clothes so that you can breathe easily. Then the fourth system, that is the digestive system. We learned about the digestive system. Digestion means our food is made up of complex substance, and these substances can broken down into simple form and can be absorbed by our body for proper functioning, and this process is called as a digestion. The digestive system consists which organ? First one is the mouth, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and the last one is the anus. After that I told these organs. First one is the mouth. In mouth there is a presence of salivary gland which can secrete the saliva, and that saliva makes the food very soft. Then there is one small tube runs in our neck region that is called as a food pipe or esophagus. Through the esophagus the chewed food is entered to in our stomach. In stomach there is a presence of digestive juice which can convert or broke down the complex form into simple form or in a semi-liquid form. This semi-liquid form then enters to in our small intestine, and in small intestine there is a complete digestion of the food, and that food is absorbed by our body for proper functioning. Then the undigested food is entered to in our large intestine, and through the large intestine that undigested food is expelled out through our body through anus. So here digestion is completed in our small intestine. Now we start our next system. So children, you open your textbook. So the next system, it is the circulatory system. The circulatory system of our body is made up of the heart, blood and tube-like organs called as the blood vessels or arteries and veins. The heart is the main organ of the circulatory system and pumps blood to all parts of our body through blood vessels. Now I explain our fifth organ system, that is the circulatory system. Circulatory system, it is combined with cardiovascular system. This circulatory system, it is help us to fight the diseases, it can maintain our body temperature, and it also provides the right chemical balance. Now this circulatory system consists of four major parts. First one is the heart, then blood, then arteries and veins. These are the parts of the circulatory system. Now one by one I explain this part. The first one, heart. The heart rests near the center of the chest. It is the main organ of circulatory system. The rhythmic contraction and relaxation of heart, it is called as a heartbeat. This heart pumps blood and that blood is supplied to all parts of the body. The second part, that is the arteries. Arteries carry oxygenated blood away from the heart where it needs to go. Arteries carries the oxygenated blood. The next one is the vein. Veins carry deoxygenated blood to the heart where it is directed to the lungs to receive the oxygen. Means veins carries deoxygenated blood. Then the next fourth part, it is the blood. Blood is the transparent media. Blood is the transparent media and it transports the hormones, nutrients, oxygens, antibodies and other important things. So blood carries the important things to all parts of the body and it can keep the body healthy. Now the circulatory system is very important. Now I tell the functions of circulatory system. What are the functions? Listen children. Circulatory system circulates the oxygen and removal of carbon dioxide. It provides the cell nutrients. Removes the waste products of metabolism to the excretory organs for disposal. Fourth one, protects the body against diseases and infection. Now the fifth function, clotting stops bleeding after injury. So these are the functions of circulatory system. The main function of circulatory system, it is the heart can pumps the blood, means it can circulate the blood to all parts of the body. It is the main function of circulatory system. Now I read the next system, that is the nervous system. The nervous system is made up of the brain, the spinal cord and the nerves. The brain receives different kinds of messages from the sense organs and send out messages to the different parts and organ of the body to carry out certain actions or movements. Sense organs are organs that help us to sense our surroundings by giving us different kinds of information about it. We have 5 sense organs. Our eyes help us to see, our ears help us to hear, our nose help us to smell, our tongue help us to taste, and our skin help us to feel heat, cold, pain and touch. Now listen, what is meant by nervous system? So now we discuss about the nervous system. The nervous system is a complex network of nerves and cells that carry messages to and from the brain and spinal cord to various parts of the body. The nervous system includes which part? See, brain, spinal cord and nerves. These are the main parts or organs of the nervous system. Brain, spinal cord and nerves. Now the nervous system includes both the central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Now I tell about the parts of the nervous system. The first one is the brain. This brain is a master of the nervous system. Brain carries different messages from the sense organ. Are you know what are the sense organs? Which one they? There are 5 sense organs. Which one? Eyes, nose, ears, tongue and skin. These sense organs send the messages to brain. Then the brain send the messages. What should you do? For example, suppose in your class one snake is came. So what happened? When you see the snake, at that time eyes is one of the sense organ. it can send the message to your brain. Then brain sent the message that it is a harmful, it is a snake, so you should shout or run away from the class. So sense organs send the messages. Suppose one blind people or blind student in your class. He can shout or run away? No. Why? Because he can't see the snake. So sense organ can send the messages to the brain, and brain then send the messages what should you do. So sense organs are very important. Another example. When you go to your home, your mother prepare gulab jamun. Without seeing the gulab jamun, you can guess na? How can you guess? By using your nose. You can guess in your home, your mother prepare the gulab jamun. So these sense organs are very important. Now next one is the spinal cord. See, in the picture there is a central nervous system and peripheral nervous system, and that is the spinal cord. So got now what is the nervous system? Now I tell the functions of nervous system. What are the functions? First one is the control of body internal environment to maintain the homeostasis. An example of this, that is the regulation of body temperature. Second one, programming spinal cord reflexes. And the third one is the memory and learning. And fourth one is the voluntary control of the movement. These are the functions, means it can carry the sensory and motor information to and from the central nervous system. It regulates the involuntary body functions like the heartbeat and breathing. Then connects the central nervous system to the organ, limbs and skin. It allows the brain and spinal cord to receive the sense information. So these are the functions of nervous system, and this nervous system is master of all other organ systems. 8 organ systems na, it is the master of organ system. Children, blind people can read. They don't have eyes na, so how can they read? Anyone know? They also read by using a Braille lipi. They can read. How can they read? In Braille lipi, the letters are the dotted letters are very rough one. By using their skin, they can read the letters which Braille letters. So blind people also read by using the Braille language. Now I read the next system, that is the 8th one, excretory system. The excretory system is made up of 2 kidneys, the ureters, a urinary bladder and the urethra. It helps in the removal of the waste product from our body by the process of excretion in the form of urine. Now children, I will explain this one, 8th organ system, that is the excretory system. Now you listen carefully, what is meant by excretory system. So the 8th organ system, excretory system. Excretion means what? The removal of unwanted material from our body, it is called as a excretion. What is the removal of unwanted material from our body? It is called as a excretion. It includes kidney, ureter, urinary bladder and urethra. These are the organs of excretory system. Got now which organs? Kidney, ureter, urinary bladder and urethra. These are the parts of the excretory organ. See the kidney. The kidneys are bean shaped. Ureter is a tube like. There is a filtration of water in kidney. So the impure water is enters in the ureter, and through the ureter it will expels out through urethra. Unwanted water means urine. It is in the form of urine. Now you got how the filtration of water is happen in your body. Now there are some other excretory organs are there. First one is the skin. Skin, it can expel the sweat. that is the salt, urea or water. Skin, see the skin can expel the unwanted salt, urea and water through sweat. Now the next one is the lungs. Lungs can expel the CO2, H2O and heat. So it is also excretory organ. Liver. The liver can excrete ammonia and urea. Now the fourth one is the large intestine. It can excrete the heavy metals, some salts and water. So these are the some excretory organ. The main one is the kidney, then skin, lungs, liver and large intestine. Now functions of excretory system. So what are the functions? Listen. The human excretory system removes the waste from the human body. It is a main function. It can remove the waste from human body. During this process, animals get rid of nitrogenous waste product of metabolism, including ammonia, urea and uric acid. Now, it can maintain the osmotic level of the blood and plasma. So, the main function of the excretory system, children, you remember, it can excrete or expels the undigested food. Now you can see one image where the kidney can purifies the water. Only urine is come into the urinary bladder. Now I read the next part. Reproductive system. This organ system helps in giving birth to young ones. Now children listen, it is the last organ system. Eighth one, reproductive system. So reproductive system. The reproductive system of an organism is also known as the genital system. The organs involving in producing of offspring. The reproduction is very important for the survival of all living things. Without reproduction, there is no survival of living things. And without the mechanism for reproduction, life value come to the end. So reproduction is very important for survival of the all living things. So children, here we completed our lesson number 7, that is our body. Now I tell the summary of the full lesson. So listen carefully. First we learned the body parts. So which are the body parts? Head, neck, hands, stomach, legs, eyes, ears and nose. And these body parts do different functions. Next we learned about the cell. Cell is the basic unit of life. Then when cells combines together, it forms the tissue. A group of tissue forms the organ, and the all organs combines together and carry out a special bodily function, and it forms the organ system. In human body, there are 8 organ systems. So we one by one learned all these organ systems. First we learned the skeletal system. Skeleton means the bony framework of our body, that is called as a skeleton. In human body there are 206 bones, but when at the birth time these bones are 270. Now we discussed about the functions of skeleton system. The first function, it gives shape to our body and it also supports to our body. It protects our delicate and important organs such as the heart, lungs, kidney and spinal cord. The skull protects the brain, then the ribs protect the heart and lungs, and the vertebra, it protects the spinal cord. The teeth is also one of the part of the skeletal system, but it is made up of enamel and dentine. It is not counted as a bone. Now in the second system we learned about the muscular system. The muscular system is related to the skeletal system because the muscles are attached to the bones. There are 2 types of muscles. First one is the voluntary muscles. The muscles on which we have control on them, these are called as the voluntary muscles. For example, the muscles of biceps. When we want to stretch our hands, we can stretch. So these are the under our control. The next one is the involuntary muscles. The muscles on which we don't have control on them, these muscles are called as the involuntary muscles. For example, muscles of heart and muscles of lungs. These are the involuntary muscles. The muscles which are present on heart, these muscles are called as the cardiac muscles. Next, we discussed about the functions of muscular system. So function, it is the main function, it is mobility. The muscular system, it allows the movement. The next one, it can give the position or posture to our body. Then it also help in a circulation, because the heart pumps the heart muscles. It is very helpful for the circulation of blood. And the next one, it also helpful for respiration, because breathing involves the use of diaphragm muscle. So these are the functions of muscular system. Next, we learnt about the respiratory system. Respiration means intake and outgo of air through our respiratory organs. In respiratory system, the nose, windpipe, lungs and diaphragm, these are the parts of the respiratory system. Only oxygenated air is remain into our lungs and the carbon dioxide is expels out through our nose. Then we discuss the functions of respiratory system. It is very useful for exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. It is very helpful for the sound production and also sense of smell. Now then we discussed about the healthy breathing habits. Means we should breathe through our nose, not through our mouth. Do not cover our face while sleeping. And always open the windows and house or classroom for fresh air. And always wear the loose fitting clothes. Then we discuss the next system, digestive system. Digestion means our food is made up of complex substance which can be broken down into simple form and absorbed by our body, and this process is called as a digestion. In digestion, the parts, that is the mouth, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and anus. In mouth, there is a presence of salivary gland which can secrete the saliva, which makes the food very soft. Then this food is entered to our esophagus. Through esophagus it entered to in our stomach. In stomach there is presence of digestive juice which can broken down into simple form, and that simple form then entered in our small intestine. Then in small intestine there is a complete digestion, and this food, that complete digested food, is absorbed by our body for proper functioning. The unwanted material or unwanted food is entered to in our large intestine, and through the large intestine it expels through our body. So here the digestion completed. So the full digestion is completed in our small intestine. Then we discussed about the functions of digestive system. The main function of digestive system, it is the digestion or the breakdown of complex substance into the simple form. Next we discussed about the circulatory system. Circulatory system includes heart, blood vessels, arteries and veins. The heart is the main part of the circulatory system, and the heart circulate the blood, because heart, there is a rhythmic contraction and relaxation of heart. It is called as a heartbeat, and heart pumps the blood, and that blood is supplied to the all parts of the body. Next we discussed about the functions of circulatory system. The first function, there is a circulation of oxygen and removal of carbon dioxide. It also provides the cell nutrients and the removal of waste product. Next we discussed about the nervous system. It is the master system of all organ system. It is made up of brain, spinal cord and nerves. The brain receives the different kinds of messages from the sense organ and send out the messages to different parts and organs of the body to carry out the certain actions or movement. And this nervous system is very important for all organ system. Now next we discussed about one Braille language. That Braille language is useful for blind people. Braille language is useful for blind people. Now next we discussed about the excretory system. It includes two kidney, ureter and urinary bladder and urethra. Excretory system means the expels or excretion of unwanted substance through our body. It is called as a excretory system. In excretory system there is a expels or excretion in the form of urine. Skin, lungs, liver and large intestine, these are the another excretory organs. Now next we discuss the last organ system, that is the reproductive system. Reproductive system is very important for survival of all living things. Without the reproduction there will be no life. So reproduction is a very important for all living things. So children, here we completed our lesson number 7. So you read the all lesson very carefully and listen the all videos. Thank you children.